in last several hundred years, the overall focus, culture, everything has changed. And therefore when Srila Prabhupada went to the West with the message of the Gita, he specifically wrote these books in the English language because Sanskrit is extremely difficult for anyone to comprehend. And so the communication is very important. The knowledge is there, but if it is locked in an esoteric language, how will it help? So therefore knowledge is meant for application. And so Prabhupada, he actually gave his books in the English language, and now they are translated in hundreds of other languages. So language is not a barrier anymore. So that communication is important. If that communication is not proper, then one will get bewildered. I was distributing books in the local train. One gentleman came up to me. I showed him the Bhagavad Gita. He said, I already have Gita. In fact, I have two. One my father bought, one my grandfather bought. I said, okay. Take prasadam, take the card of the temple. And I said, please visit us surely sometime. So I was nice to him and I went ahead, started distributing others. He followed me in the next bogie. And he came up to me and said, give me one Gita. I said, Arey, you already have one from father, one from grandfather. One more you want for what? Your grandson or what? He said, last 6 months, practically everyone has been giving me a hard time. My boss has been screaming at me, my wife has not been good to me, everyone has been mistreating me. You are the first person who smiled at me. And because you smiled at me, I want to take a Gita from you. So I was thinking, if I knew, I would have laughed loudly and given whole Bhagavatam to you. But I realized that many times the language may be there, but more important than the language is how it is conveyed and how it is communicated. And therefore all of you are at the peak of youth. You know the language of other youth. You take the message of the Gita, you understand the Gita, and then you share it with others in the language which they will understand and appreciate. So we are in the Gaudiya tradition, and so many acharyas have given such fantastic commentaries on so many of our literatures. I was talking to one Bengali boy, and I was telling him, you are so fortunate, you know Bengali, you can read directly the scriptures in Bengali, you can understand the Acharya's commentaries in Bengali. So then I asked him, so you know Vishwanath Chakravarti? He says, no, I know only Mithun Chakravarti. So then I realized that the Acharyas have given such esoteric knowledge in Bengali, in Sanskrit, but the access is so restricted because hardly anyone gets awareness that these literatures do exist. I tell the story, you must have heard this common story. They were trying to sell a cola in Middle East. And then in the Middle East, they showed one figure, a man is on a camel, sweating it, completely depressed because of the heat. In the next one, he gets hold of the cola. And then he starts drinking the cola. Then in the third figure, they show he's in bliss. He has a, huge smile on his face. He's in ecstasy. He's got the cola. But the sale was not increasing. And then they realized that in the Middle East, they don't read left to right, they read right to left. Arabic is read right to left. So people were interpreting the ad campaign right to left. So they first thought the man is happy, then he gets a cola, then he becomes depressed. Opposite. So the knowledge may be perfect, but if the way you communicate is not proper, it doesn't percolate.